January 2026. The world is holding its breath. For months, we've watched the naval buildup in the Indian Ocean, and for months, the rhetoric from Washington has grown sharper. But today, the question isn't, will they attack? It's what happens the second the first missile hits? We aren't just talking about a regional skirmish. We're looking at a global economic earthquake, a moment that could redefine the 21st century. Today, we're going beyond the headlines to analyze the real, terrifying consequences of a U.S. strike on Iran. If the U.S. targets Iran's command centers or nuclear facilities, Tehran won't just sit back. Their defense isn't limited to their borders. It's built on a network known as the Axis of Resistance. Within hours, we could see a coordinated retaliation. Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen, and militias across Iraq and Syria would likely activate simultaneously. But the biggest threat is the Strait of Hormuz. This is Iran's kill switch. Nearly a quarter of the world's seaborne oil passes through this narrow channel. If Iran decides to mine these waters or execute a blockade, global energy supplies don't just dip, they vanish overnight. This brings us to the most immediate consequence for you: your pocketbook. Market analysts are already warning that a direct kinetic conflict could send oil prices skyrocketing. We're not talking about a small jump. We're talking about prices leaping from the mid-60s to over $150 per barrel. For major importers like India and China, this is an inflationary nightmare. High energy costs mean higher shipping costs for everything, from the food on your table to the electronics in your hand. The global economy, already fragile, could be pushed into a historic spiral. Inside Iran, the situation is just as volatile. Since late 2025, historic protests have swept across every province, fueled by a collapsing currency and deep-seated unrest. Washington might gamble that a strike will be the final push that topples the regime. But history tells a different story. Often, foreign intervention creates a rally around the flag effect, uniting a divided population against an outside invader. And if the regime does collapse without a clear successor, we could see a Syria-style civil war in the heart of the Middle East, creating a power vacuum that could take decades to fill. Then there are the titans on the sidelines, Russia and China. While they might not join the fight directly, they will certainly use the chaos. Moscow and Beijing have spent years positioning themselves as alternatives to U.S. influence. A war in Iran allows them to paint the U.S. as a destabilizing force, further accelerating the shift toward a multipolar world. Plus, there's the nuclear question. Some fear an attack would be the final incentive for Iran to build a nuclear weapon as survival insurance, potentially triggering a nuclear arms race across the Gulf. The Clash of Capitals isn't just a catchy title. It's the reality of 2026. Whether it's the price of your commute or the stability of global borders, the fallout of a US-Iran conflict would touch every corner of the earth. Is this the pressure needed for a new deal, or are we witnessing the start of something much darker? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the geopolitical shifts shaping our world. Thanks for watching.